Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and today is March 25th. What does this mean? Well, it means that, as many of you will know, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls has finally been released, and I have been extremely excited about this game, as also a lot of you will know. Besides StarCraft 2, I like playing a lot of different games, and Diablo 3 is one of these games that I've been looking forward to for quite a while, but especially in the last few weeks, after I read up on it and after I really realized how awesome it was gonna be, I decided, I've been extremely excited about it, and I decided to start playing this as well. So, in the background today, you will see some footage of me trying to kill Mathiel. If you haven't quite played Act 5 yet and you don't want to be spoiled, you probably shouldn't be watching this video in the first place, but make sure to at the very least hide the video because there will be some spoilers right there. But I wanted to talk today about how awesome I found Act number 5 and my general thoughts about Reaper of Souls so far. So I got up at 12 in the evening, as a good nerd, as a good old nerd. I decided to get up at midnight to actually make sure that we can play Diablo Reaper of Souls right when it got released. And I actually decided to play so with Abigail, my girlfriend, and we actually managed to play for about a good 3-4 hours before I actually had to go to bed, because 2-3 hours later I had to get up to go to school. So as soon as I got back from university, which is literally about 2 hours ago, I decided to keep on grinding and make sure I hit level 70 and finish Act 5. So here's my thoughts on what happened. I really enjoyed playing Act 5. It was pretty damn awesome. There's still a lot of things that I haven't discovered yet though in Reaper of Souls, but the act itself was already very solid. If you want some comparison as far as length go, I think it was right about the length of Act number 2-ish. It wasn't the longest one, it wasn't like extremely long or anything, but it was definitely a good length. We played it for at least like 4 hours yesterday, 3-4 hours yesterday, and I played it for a good 1 to 2 hours today, and that is a pretty high difficulty. I actually had to scale the game down quite a bit when I was fighting Mathiel, who is the final boss of the act. It is definitely a good 5-6 hours of playtime if you just take your time and don't rush through the content. If you actually play in a group and you lower the difficulty and you basically, just rush through everything, you will probably be able to complete it in like an hour. We decided to take our time and basically have as much fun as possible. So it took us quite a couple of hours. And all in all, I have to say, this is probably my favorite act so far. That might be because it's obviously the new shiny toy in Diablo. And obviously, I've been getting really excited and really hyped for this one for a long time, but I really genuinely enjoyed playing through it. Now, to give you a little bit of a thought, an idea of the act is really dark. It's very, I don't know how to call it, but it's very gothic-like, where basically everything is dark and evil and things explode and die, and black colors and very grayish colors and just explosions and fire, and just a very dark act. And obviously the final boss, as you can see, is also a very dark, very evil sort of person. Now, funnily enough, when you actually finish this one, we will actually get to that dialogue in a little bit. But funnily enough, as soon as you hit the very final boss, you actually kill him, it seems to me that there's a reference right there. What Therial says, that there must be another expansion coming, right? What he says right there, well, you will find out very shortly, but what he says right there definitely makes me think that there's gonna be another expansion for Diablo 3. Now, I'm very curious what you will think. Do you think there's gonna be a new expansion? Make sure to let me know right below that like button in the comment section below. I am going to be creating a couple of guides for Diablo 3 for sure. If you guys want to see something in specifics, very in detail, make sure to let me know as well. But first and foremost, I'm gonna be gearing up my wizard and make sure I get a build guide going as soon as I possibly can, and as soon as I feel comfortable with playing the wizard again. So yeah, I will end this video right here. Make sure to actually check out the last part of Diablo 3, Act number 5. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you did as well. Bye!
The Nephilim had done the impossible. By conquering death, he had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind. In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. He is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a wizard who protects the innocent. But within him beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will he have the strength to resist, or will he be our doom?